Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to start exercise 7C and 7D. Before that, let us discuss some important properties of proportion. If A, B, C and D form a proportion, that is A is to B as C is to D, then we have the following property which we will use. First one is invertendo. According to this property, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then the reciprocal of these ratios are also equal. Means the ratio between B and A is equals to the ratio between D and C. Here B is to A is equals to D is to C. Now the second property is alternando. According to this property, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then when we take the ratio between the first term of both the ratio, that will be equals to the ratio between their second terms. Means the ratio between A and C, the first term of both the ratio, is equals to the ratio between B and D, that is the second term of both the ratios. Now the next property is componendo. According to this property, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A plus B is to B is equals to C plus D is to D. Now how we get this property? For that we have to add 1 on both sides. First we have that A upon B is equals to C upon D. Then we have to add 1 on both sides. Take LCM. LCM is B and become A plus B. And here the LCM is D and it becomes C plus D. Then we can say that the ratio between A plus B and B is equals to the ratio between C plus D and D. So this is our third property, that is componendo. Now the fourth property is dividendo. According to this property, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A minus B is to B is equals to C minus D is to D. And for this property, we have to subtract 1 on both sides. When we subtract, then we get the LCM B and it becomes A minus B, and here the LCM is D, then it becomes C minus D. Then we can say that the ratio between A minus B and B is equals to the ratio between C minus D and D. Now when we combine componendo and dividendo, then we get the another property, that is fifth property, known as componendo and dividendo. This is most frequently used property in these exercises. According to componendo and dividendo, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A plus B is to A minus B is equals to C plus D is to C minus D. Then how we get this property? For that we have to divide the property of componendo and dividendo, that is A plus B upon B divided by A minus B upon B, which is equals to C plus D upon D upon C minus D upon D. When we solve it, then we will get the property which is A plus B is to A minus B is equals to C plus D is to C minus D. Now let us take some questions of exercise 7C to understand more about these properties. Now one thing you have to remember, these properties are used to make the calculation easy of the related questions. We can do the same questions with the same process which we have done in the previous exercises. So here I am doing the question number 3 and I will apply both the method here. Question is, given A upon B is equals to C upon D, prove that 3A minus 5B upon 3A plus 5B is equals to 3C minus 5D upon 3C plus 5D. Now as we have given A upon B is equals to C upon D, Now multiply by 3 upon 5 on both sides. So when we multiply, then we will get 3a upon 5b is equals to 3c upon 5d. Now we have to apply the property componendo and dividendo, that is c and d. And what we have to do? We have to add and subtract denominator from the numerator. So 3a plus 5b upon 3a minus 5b is equals to 3c plus 5d upon 3c minus 5d. Now what we have to prove? 3a minus 5b upon 3a plus 5b. As we can see here, the negative sign is in numerator. Means simply we have to take the reciprocal of that. So according to the property of invertendo, we have to take the reciprocal. So we have 3a minus 5b upon 3a plus 5b is equals to 3c minus 5d upon 3c plus 5d. And this is what we have to prove in the question. Now the alternative method of the same question which we have used in the previous exercises, let a upon b is equals to c upon d, which is equals to k. Let any constant k. So here a is equals to bk and c is equals to dk. Now take LHS, put the value of a, that is bk. When we put the value here, so it becomes 3bk minus 5b upon 3bk plus 5b. From this term, we can take b common from the numerator and denominator. So take it out common. Then when we take common, then we have 3k minus 5 upon 3k plus 5. So this is LHS. Now after solving RHS, we get RHS is 3c minus 5d upon 3c plus 5d. Here also we will put the value of c, which is equals to dk. After putting the value of c, we get 3dk minus 5d upon 3dk plus 5d. After taking out d common from numerator and denominator, then we will get 3k minus 5 upon 3k plus 5. So as we can see here, LHS and RHS are equal with one another. So we can say that 3a minus 5b upon 3a plus 5b is equals to 3c minus 5d upon 3c plus 5d. And this is what we have to prove in the question. Now the next question is question number 12. If x is equals to under root a plus 3b plus under root a minus 3b upon under root a plus 3b minus under root a minus 3b, prove that 3bx square minus 2ax plus 3b is equals to 0. In this question, we have given the value of x, which is equals to under root a plus 3b plus under root a minus 3b upon under root a plus 3b minus under root a minus 3b. Now we have to apply the property of componendo and dividendo. On the left hand side, we have the denominator 1. So after applying the property of componendo and dividendo, it becomes x plus 1 upon x minus 1 is equals to under root a plus 3b plus under root a minus 3b plus under root a plus 3b minus under root a minus 3b upon under root a plus 3b plus under root a minus 3b minus under root a plus 3b plus under root a minus 3b. Here when we subtract the denominator, then the sign of the denominator will change. Now plus under root a minus 3b is cancelled by minus under root a minus 3b, and in the denominator plus under root a plus 3b is cancelled by minus under root a plus 3b. Then in the numerator we have 2 under root a plus 3b upon 2 under root a minus 3b. When we cancel this 2 by 2, then we get x plus 1 upon x minus 1 is equals to under root a plus 3b upon under root a minus 3b. In order to remove this square root, we have to take square on both sides. So squaring both sides, we get x plus 1 whole square upon x minus 1 whole square and equals to under root a plus 3b upon under root a minus 3b whole square. Then this square is cancelled, this square root. Then we have here a plus 3b upon a minus 3b, and here we have to apply the property of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. Then we get x square plus 2x plus 1 upon x square minus 2x plus 1. Now here again we have to apply the property of componendo and dividendo. Now after applying the property of componendo and dividendo, we will get x square plus 2x plus 1 plus x square minus 2x plus 1 upon x square plus 2x plus 1 minus x square plus 2x minus 1. Here when we subtract the denominator, then the sign will change. Is equals to a plus 3b plus a minus 3b upon a plus 3b minus a plus 3b. Here also the sign will change when we subtract the denominator. Now after solving this, we will get this plus 2x is cancelled by minus 2x, and in the denominator x square is cancelled by minus x square and plus 1 is cancelled by minus 1. And on the right hand side also plus 3b is cancelled by minus 3b and a is cancelled by minus a. Then we will get 2x square plus 2 upon 4x. X square plus x square, we will get 2x square, 1 plus 1 2 upon 2x plus 2x 4x. And here a plus a 2a upon 3b plus 3b 6b. Now take 2 common from the numerator, and when we solve it, then we have this is cancelled 2 times and this one is cancelled 3 times. Now we will get x square plus 1 upon 2x is equals to a upon 3b. Now when we further solve it by cross multiplying, then we will get 3b in bracket x square plus 1 is equals to 2ax or 2xa. Now when we solve the bracket, then we will get 3b x square plus 3b is equals to 2ax. Take this 2ax to left hand side, then we will get 3b x square minus 2ax plus 3b is equals to 0, and this is what we have to prove in the question. Now the next question is question number 13. Using the property of proportion, solve for x given x raised to the power 4 plus 1 upon 2x square is equals to 17 upon 8. In this question we have to find the value of x after solving this. So in the question we have given x raised to the power 4 plus 1 upon 2x square is equals to 17 upon 8. Now we have to apply the property of proportion, that is componendo and dividendo here. So after applying the property, we will get x raised to the power 4 plus 1 plus 2x square upon x raised to the power 4 plus 1 minus 2x square is equals to 17 plus 8 upon 17 minus 8. Now on the left hand side, when we factorize it, then we will get x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 whole square. When we open this bracket by applying the property of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, then we will get this terms. Now on the right hand side, 17 plus 8, 25, and 17 minus 8, we have 9. Now here when we have to remove this square, then we have to take square root on both sides, then it become x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1. Here the square is removed, is equals to square root of 25 upon 9. So we know that the square root of 25 is 5 and the square root of 9 is 3. Then it becomes x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 is equals to 5 upon 3. Now again we have to apply the property of componendo and dividendo here. So it becomes x square plus 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x square plus 1 minus x square plus 1. The sign will change when we subtract the denominator, is equals to 5 plus 3 upon 5 minus 3. So here 1 is cancelled by minus 1 and x square is cancelled by minus x square. So it becomes x square plus x square is 2x square and 1 plus 1 is 2 is equals to 5 plus 3 8 upon 5 minus 3 2. When we solve it, this 2 is cancelled by this 2. Now this 2 is cancelled this 8 4 times. Then we have x square is equals to 4. Now in order to find the value of x, we have to take again square root on both sides. Then we have the square root of 4 is plus minus 2, and this is our final answer. I hope you all have understood about these properties. So try to do each and every questions of exercise 7C and 7D, and still if you have any problem, then you can ask. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.